Hi, my name is Susanna Cox. I'm with Shady Pines Chamber Players. This year is the first time in almost 3 years that we've been able to open concerts to in-person audiences. And this concert marks the end of our 10th season of music and garden whimsy at Shady Pines. Thanks so much to Andrew and Azi Alarcon for their work in recording all the Shady Pines Chamber Players 2022 concerts. They've done heroic work, but still as much is lost in these recordings. There's nothing like seeing and feeling the music in person, but we felt it important to record this special season of events. We may or may not attempt to record these kinds of events in the future, so be sure you pay attention to the 2023 schedules as they are published. Please check the link in the description to get details about the artists, about Bonnie's piano, and many of those who support us. A huge thank you to the Lodge at Cloudcroft, who's stepped up to the plate to be our season sponsor, and most especially to Lewis Peoples and Bonnie Brooks Estate for being the inspiration for this charming concert. I am proud now to introduce Bonnie's great friend, Oscar Macchioni, at Bonnie's piano, and our own Jorge Espinosa on his cello as they demonstrate this great gift.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm Susanna Cox with Shady Pines Chamber Players. Welcome to our final concert for our 10th anniversary Jubilee season of concerts and garden whimsy. There they are.
So good afternoon, and I'm going to start the program with some solo piano music. This piano, I don't know if Suzanne, you explain anything about the piano, but it's a hybrid piano. So it's a piano that has the action, the keys, wooden keys, and the action, in this case, of an upright piano. So this is very heavy because that frame is very heavy, but does not have strings. So no strings, no tuning needed for this piano. Maybe regulation in the action, because it's a regular upright piano, acoustic piano, but it doesn't have strings. And this was perfect for the cabin here in the mountains because, you know, Bonnie would close the cabin for the winter and he would come back and you don't need to do the piano. The piano is already tuned. So this was the perfect instrument for that, and it's called a hybrid piano. And you will see others, they have the little shape like a baby grand piano and so on, but this is the version of the upright piano. So all the keys are wood like any regular piano, no strings, so no tuning. So I will start the program with a piece by Bach. Is the Siciliano from his flute sonata, and this was arranged by a French composer, Albert. Bach did not compose this piece for the piano, he composed for the flute. But there are many arrangements, you know, great pianists of the 20th century arranged the most famous tune to be played sometimes at the piano, although they were not composed for the piano. So that would be the first piece I played, the Siciliano by Bach from the flute sonata. has the sound of a regular piano. Actually, it's the sampler they use today. It's not an electronic sound. They go and they record note by note on an acoustic piano. They put that, so the sound is almost like an acoustic piano. I mean, you can still hear, comes from speakers, not from a string vibrating, right? But it's as close as we can get today to have an instrument like that without strings. Okay? The next piece I'm going to play is by Chopin. Chopin being the poet of the pianist. He composed 99.9999999 of his music for piano. The other 0 blah 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 is because he used orchestra to accompany the piano, but all his music is really for piano. So I'm going to play the Nocturne Opus 9, number 2 in E flat major. composer for the piano. The last piece I'm going to play solo is before my friend comes and we play for you piano and cello. Is I'm from Argentina, as you can see I have an accent, right? And they told me that they want me to use the microphone, but I say no because then I hear my thick accent coming back from the speaker, and I don't like that, okay? So I hope you can all hear me well. I don't like to use microphones, but I'm from Argentina, and you all know that tango is from the La Plata River, so just to don't offend the Uruguayans, it's really between Uruguay and Argentina that we created the tango. Well, the tango was really present in Europe before it came to South America, but when we talk about tango today and the one you see dancing with passion and sexiness and all that, that's the tango from Argentina. It's not the Spanish tango, okay? So we took that, we adapted, we created lyrics that reflect the idiosincrasy of Buenos Aires in that particular time, which was the beginning of the 20th century. And of course, music has an evolution. So there was this composer, Astor Piazzolla, which is the father of the modern tango. So he started changing the tango a little bit to make it more jazzy, more classical too, because tango is really a popular dance. But if you go to Carnegie Hall or to the proms in London, you will see people playing Piazzolla music. So he's the one who took it from the popular, really popular, arena and started adding things like more classical music, mixing with classical music, mixing with jazz, because he lived in New York when he was a little teenager, and he created a new tango. Needless to say, in Argentina you can change anything but the tango. So people sometimes don't consider his music tango, but yes, we do. I mean, and it's amazing music, really. So I'm going to play La Muerte del Ángel, which is the death of the angel. This was composed for a play in which the angel is sent to the poorest neighborhood in Buenos Aires to save people's lives, and in the process he gets stabbed and he gets killed. So an angel is killed. Okay, so there are a few angels in this thing. I'm going to play the death of the angel. Of course, after this there is a resurrection of the angel. So there's another piece that is a Barajon named the death of the angel. Piazzolla never composed really for the piano. He has a quintet. And he was a bandoneon player. Bandoneon is an instrument similar to the accordion, but no keyboard, only buttons. You know how the accordion has one side keyboard, and the other side has buttons. This has only buttons, so it's a very difficult instrument to play, but it's the same family of instruments. So it sounds very similar, a little bit bigger than the accordion sometimes. And this composer, Piazzolla, was a virtuoso player of that particular instrument. So what I'm going to play right now is an arrangement that I made for an arrangement that somebody made. And so this is what I like to play of Piazzolla, the death of the angel. Yeah.